Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So I know I haven't put out any videos recently, but that's because I have been literally living a real hot girl summer. Like, I've been traveling, I've been busy, I've been enjoying life, so I haven't had the time to really sit down and record anything. But that's gonna change today because I have a video that should be helpful for most of you if you're going through the same thing with me. So if you're interested in finding out what this video is about, keep watching. So what I've been struggling with this entire summer really has been irking me, and I refuse to go out and get anything new. But basically what I'm talking about is getting a tan. And this summer the sun has been so good to your girl. I have gotten a great tan, but now my issue is foundation, and it's not matching, and I refuse to go to Sephora and buy a new foundation. It's just not worth it. So what I've been doing is actually going foundation less and becoming more in tune with my skin, making sure that it's actually set right. I'm putting the right products on my face. That way I can go out, do a full face, and still not have to wear foundation. So this video is going to be that specific type of routine, just showing you how you can do your makeup still a full face without having to wear foundation and also looking super cute. So let's get started, and enough talking. So to get started, I'm going to use a primer. I still want to make sure that my face has some kind of base to it, even though I'm not putting foundation on. So I'm going to be using COVERGIRL's Trublend Base Business Mattifying Skin Primer. Alrighty, so now that I prime my face, my next step is to go ahead and do my eyebrows. And after I do my eyebrows, then we'll go ahead and start concealing. So to do my eyebrows, I am going to be using Benefit's Precisely My Brow Pencil, and this is in 3.5. So I went ahead and I did my brows off camera, but basically you can see I cleaned it up with some concealer, and now we're gonna go ahead and start concealing my eyes so I can start putting all the magic together. For a concealer, I'm going to be using my COVERGIRL Trublend Uncover Concealer, and this is in the shade Warm Honey. So I went ahead and I set my eyes. So the next step is to now add some eyeshadow. Now I'm not really big on doing like a heavy eyeshadow look. I kind of like it to look super natural. So what I'm actually going to do is use a combination of two palettes. The first one, well, not really an eyeshadow palette, but the first is my Fenty, this is the Fenty Instant Warmth Bronzer. And I'm going to actually use the shade Bajan Gyal, and the reason why I like using this because it gives it like a warm glowy type of look where it's not overpowering but it looks like I have eyeshadow on, so I like to use that. And I'm also going to use Too Faced's Sweet Peach Glow palette. This has been my go-to palette since the beginning of summer. I absolutely love this palette. It gives me a really beautiful glowy look, so you'll see me use this again throughout the entire video. But to get started with the eyes, I'm going to use these two. So now it's time to go in with the Too Faced palette, and this has three different shadows in here. So the first one is like a highlighting powder. The second, and it's kind of bright in here so you can't really see the true color to it. Oops. But you have the highlighting, you have your blush, and then you have your bronzer. So I'm gonna go in with the blush. So now what I'm going to do is on my lids itself, I'm going to go in with the highlighting shade that they have in the same Too Faced palette and just put that all over my lid. So now that I finished my eyes, I'm going to go ahead and add some mascara, and then we can move on to concealing under my eyes. Now, I've also been putting away wearing lashes. I don't got time for that. I'm too lazy. So I will only wear lashes if I absolutely have to. But other than that, I make sure to just boop, put on some mascara and call it a day. The two mascaras that I will be using are the Wonder Beauty's Mile High Club, and this is their Volume and Length Mascara, and also COVERGIRL's, I can't even talk right now, COVERGIRL's Exhibitionist, and I don't have the shade in it because I kind of ripped it off, but I think this is very black. Now that my eyes are done, I'm going to go ahead and start concealing underneath my eyes. So I'm going to use Fenty Beauty's Pro Filter Instant Retouch Concealer, and this is in 340. Alright, so I know that underneath my eyes look really bright and crazy, but don't worry, once we start using the bronzer, it's going to help to bring back some warmth into my eyes. So what I'm going to use is my Sacha Buttercup setting powder, and this is in, don't know what this is in, but I want to say it's like a banana kind of color. While that is setting, I'm going to start with the bronzer. And what I like, well, actually I lied. Before we do the bronzer, I'm going to go ahead and just powder my entire face just so there's no excess oils throughout the day. I'm going to start bronzing, contouring. So I'm using, going back and using the bronzer from Fenty Beauty. This is Bajan Gyal, and I'm also going to use Caramel Cutie. So first I'm going to go in with Bajan Gyal, and then I'm going to go in with Caramel Cutie, and then go in with my Too Faced palette. So that's it for Bajan Gyal. I'm going to go in with Caramel Cutie, but I'm only going in on the side of my cheeks because I just want to give it a little bit of a darker shade. I'm going to go ahead and start adding some blush. So I'm still using my Too Faced Peach palette, and I'm using the middle eyeshadow, the middle shadow that they have for blush. When I use this palette, I kind of like to bring it as close as possible to around my eyes, just to bring back as much warmth as possible so it doesn't look too white and it kind of blends in a little bit better. So I'm going to be using two highlighters. The first one will be in the Too Faced palette itself, and then the second one will be the CoverGirl Trublend Super Stunner High Glow highlighter, and this is in Gilded Glory. So that's what this looks like. So now my last step, my last two steps are one, to set my face with my setting spray, and then lastly add some mascara to my bottom lashes. So for my setting spray, I am going in with 2 setting sprays. The first one is my MAC Prep and Prime Fix Plus. This is in the scent Coconut. And then I'm also going in with Huda Beauty's Resting Boss Face, and it's their waterproof setting spray. Right, and then I'm going to add some of that mascara to my bottom lashes. I'm going to add some lipstick to my lips, and I'm using Mented Cosmetics. This is their Peach Please, and it's their Semi Matte Lipstick. Alright guys, well there you have it. Super easy look to do. This has been like my go-to everyday look since I've had a tan. Especially with being on vacation, no one has time to really do a full face unless you got the time. But I didn't have the time because I had to be ready like 1, 2, 3. So this worked for me. I hope you guys try this out. You can see that even though some of my colors for my concealer may have been off, it does not look crazy at all. And that's really important to me because 1, I need this to be cost effective because I'm not buying new products, and 2, I need it to blend very well and not look crazy like I'm a ghost out there. All the info of the products that I use will be in the description area, and I look forward to seeing you guys again next time. Thanks for watching guys. Mwah. Love you. Bye.